Hello, everyone. It's for the love of silver here. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's April the 23rd, 2024. We'll start it off with the bullion prices for the silver prices anyway. Bullion Brothers is the low man on the totem pole at 26.97. Monument Metals is 27.02. The ask price at Kitco is 27.06. Hero Bullion is 27.07. SD Bullion is 27.15. APMEX is 27.18. Hope everybody's doing all right. Silver dropped way off, ain't it? You know. I can't help but, I was thinking earlier, I've been watching the news. I can't help but watch it, like everybody else. You try to watch different channels and different types of news and all that to try to get the truth out of it, and they say Putin is rushed into, to talks the other night after or yesterday after Saturday night multi-billion-dollar deal passed the House. Most of that money will never, pass the House to help Ukraine. Most of that money will never get to Ukraine. They were all waving the Ukrainian flags and stuff. I mean, what are we doing, folks? Polls say 70% of the people are against the war in Ukraine. I mean, hadn't they killed enough of those people? I mean, the Ukrainian people. I mean, they're having to get the women in there fighting now. I'll tell him why Putin was rushed back for an emergency meeting. But most of that money passed. Very little of that where it reached Ukraine. I'm sure a lot of that was go to defense contractors to replenish the military stocks, and then of course whoever the defense contractors is has their representatives in the House, and I'm sure that they'll get their pockets padded, and no wonder they're waving the flags. They know a big chunk of money's coming their way. It's ridiculous, and I don't know. The United States government anymore. I love this country. I swear I do. Yeah, but it's there's the Republicans and there's the Democrats, but it's the same coin. It really is. It's a 1986 Silver Eagle. Right there she is. First year. I don't know what to think about it anymore. So many people, they get the people in fighting with each other, keep everybody against each other. We all gonna have to stick together to get through this. It's getting harder and harder to make it, and all the stock market went crazy, wide up, wide open, went up, everything went up, and silver went down. Ain't that about the way it goes? And London, they're fixing to drop their interest rates, I guess, and the markets reacted to that, is what's happened. There's a 1988 Eagle, but the markets reacted to that, when the London said, England said they were going to drop their rates, Then the dollar shot up, makes the dollar stronger. Yeah, right. I got to go get gas for my lawnmower tomorrow. I just wonder how much it's going to cost to fill up my lawnmower tank. Probably not going to be happy with it. But got to be done. Got to mow the yard, Everything's got to keep going. Everything's got to, keep gas, and that's what runs it, is the gas. 1990. A little bit dingy. But it's still a nice looking coin. It's got a little spot on it there, a little toning starting on that one. You can see the 92 isn't here, but there's 86 through 2002s here. There's a 91. She's a pretty one. Never been out of the case. I would say that's a good 60, 69, wouldn't y'all? I know my 92 is. It's a graded coin. I ain't got the graded coins out. I got 6 of those. A couple 70s. The rest of them are 69s. There's a 1993. That's a pretty one. It's one of the ones that I had to replace. So I got a double of this one somewhere. And that Silver Eagle is the one coin that rides the bullion fence, I call it, you know, because there's 1 ounce of silver in each one of these coins. And that's the 1993, and here's a 1994. Hope everybody's having a good week, you know. I'm so scared of stuff. I'm afraid stuff's fixing to get bad on everybody, and I just hate to see that. It's my season started, and I've been working really hard trying to get stuff ready. I've been doing some bead work. Hold on, I'll just grab it and show y'all. This is a hat, a graduation cap for a university in Florida. I won't say which one, but you can see the bead work I've been doing on this. I'm going out this side, and I've got 2 sides to go, and I'll have her all done. But that's a lot of bead work right there. If y'all know anything about it, any of y'all, but I love my work and love what I do, and I love all the people I do it for. And I made a lot of things for that young lady there, and she's from Florida, and she asked me to do it, and I couldn't say no. I got to do the best I can. I got to hurry and get it done, though. I got an event coming up this weekend, too. Whoop, dang, that's why I put them in cases right there. But, there's a 1996. Here's a 97. My cases is scratched up. I think you can buff these cases out. One of these days I'm gonna have to, because my case is all scratched up where I've handled them so much. That one looks like it's got a few little marks on it there. That's a 1999. I'd say it's still in MS condition though. And here's a bright white one that ain't never been out of the case. And that's a 2000. Get it up there and get a good picture of it. And then we got the 2001. I love my Silver Eagles. And I got some other stuff too. I'm gonna have to start showing something besides Eagles all the time, ain't I? And quit talking so much politics. I can't help but talk about it though, because that's what controls the silver price. Every time it tries to go up, and they find a way to knock it back down, seems like, which don't matter, you know. I mean, the Eagles, yeah, it was getting to where you could buy a Silver Eagle. There's a proof coin, 1999 as well. The only proof eagle I got. She's a pretty one. But every time it starts to get away from them, they bring out a little news, you know. And just because somebody says something, it makes the stocks react, makes the dollar go up, makes silver go down. I think it's fighting a losing battle myself. I mean, it's kind of obvious that the dollar's not going to be around forever, and I dread it happening myself. But I mean, it's kind of obvious to me what's coming. But I do dread it coming. We just gotta remember we got this here document, and remember we're all one people. And I honestly believe there's no two sides to the government anyway, and we was meant to be more than two sides. We was meant to, at one time there was several political parties, and they kept whittling it down till now there's just the two really, and there's not even the two, I don't think. I think it's all become a uniparty now, and I hope that don't get me where I can't get many views on the channel and stuff. I'm still trying to build and grow the channel, and we'll see how it goes in the next few weeks. Every opportunity I get, I'm gonna try to stick a video in and make a video. Hopefully after I get this beadwork done and get it mailed out, and the event I got this weekend, I may even sit and play the flute a little bit for y'all. I can't read music, but I love to play the flute and stuff. And it is very interesting, the stuff still going on in Ukraine. I think they kind of figured out when Iran done their little attack the other night that maybe everything isn't what it seems, maybe because from what I heard, Israel said it wasn't touched, but from what I heard, they did bomb a runway or airport there somewhere and made it where took it out of commission somewhere. And then over in the Gaza Strip, there's supposedly some kind of compound that Israel had over there, and I heard it got it pretty bad, on Redacted. I watched Redacted some. I watched Greg Manarino some, and Gerald Salente. I'm sure y'all all do too. If you don't, you ought to check Greg Manarino out. He's pretty slick. I try to get a lot of info from him because I feel like I can trust him. And over the years that I've been watching him, he seems to be very rarely wrong. And Gerald Salente either. Gerald really loves the country. He was an advisor for Reagan when Reagan was in office, and he seems to be a really good man, and he gets excited about it and he gets mad, but he shows his emotions because he does really love the country and he wants to see the things go right and everything. And it seems like they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to take away or whatever chance everybody's got of making anything of themselves, and if they go to anything happens with Iran, you better believe oil price is going to go crazy immediately because they control those straits over there that it handles most of Saudi Arabia's oil comes through those straits that Iran controls, and we don't want anything to get fired up right there. So I think Biden did do everything he can to try to stop Israel from trying to attack them back or whatever. I hope it just all calms down and quits, and in this Ukraine thing, it's to the point now that there's so many Ukrainian men died over there, and it's just, how are they ever going to fight Russia? There's really no way. And you can put the shoe on the other foot. And like I said, I'm not trying to be political or anything, but put the shoe on the other foot. And if the United States was fighting a war somewhere like Russia is with Ukraine, and Russia was, which I guess they did in Afghanistan somewhat, but, how would we look at it if, the opposite? Nothing is what it seems anymore, and you've got to kind of pick and choose your way through to find the truth of anything. And it's really hard to find the truth anymore because there's so much lies and stuff out there, and all the news agencies are pretty much bought and run by the, I don't know who, but they seem to tell a lot of lies and blow a lot of smoke nowadays. But I don't know. Silver's down. It's a buying opportunity. Buy the dips, I'd say anything below 26, for me, anything below 27, every chance I get, I'll pick up an ounce or two when I can. Of course, I'm not a well-off person. Excuse me. Y'all may be a lot more well-off than me, and I mean, I'm not saying run out and spend all your money on it or nothing, but I try to pick up a little every chance I got. A buddy of mine got his retirement last year, and I tried to get him to buy gold with it, at least some of it, and we figured it up the other day. He had put $60,000 in an IRA, and he said it drawed $7,000 worth of interest in a year. And I was like, well, let's figure out what you would have made off $60,000 worth of gold. And we sat and wrote it all down at what gold prices was last year in May until this year, you know. And he would have made $28,000 in gold if he would have bought gold with that same $60,000. So, I mean, that kind of tells you right there that it might be better to buy a little gold, you know, along. I don't know about now. I mean, but I'm sure it'll go higher. They can't, you know, they can't keep the mirage going forever. So, but anyway, I'm gonna pop in every chance I get and do a video. I love everybody, and love and blessings to y'all, and be kind to one another, and be charitable, and help each other. You know, we're all together in this. We're all brothers and sisters in the same fight of survival here, and just hope the Creator sees us all through it. Everybody have a great week, and I'll catch y'all later.